Hello everyone, this is Money Mom. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to chat with you guys about sometimes you have to do the hard thing and make a drastic change. Let's get started and talk about it. Today I wanted to chat with you guys about a very close friend of mine that has not been to the doctor in years, okay? And this particular friend doesn't discuss medical with me at all, keeps it private. Well, we were talking the other day, and this is someone that I talk to quite often, and this particular friend went to the doctor after not going for years. Well, let me just say their blood work was not that good, okay? They ended up having some high sugar, high cholesterol, things like that. Well, it was a major wake-up call for this particular person. This person is a little bit older than I am, okay? And so they said, you know what, I have to make some drastic changes. I have never seen anyone in my life make as many changes as this person. Many times, you know, when people find out that they go to the doctor, maybe their sugar's a little bit high, or they have a little high blood pressure, a little high cholesterol, you know, they just ease into things, okay? Because it's, you know, once you have a certain habits that you have in terms of what you're eating, how you're sleeping, what you're drinking, you know, many people don't just change overnight, okay? But this particular friend of mine went basically overnight. Okay, this friend loves all different kinds of sweets and desserts, has even more of a sweet tooth than I do. They went basically from eating a lot of desserts to eating almost no desserts. And this is the thing that surprises me. This friend of mine loves coffee, okay, and usually has quite a bit of creamer in it, and the sweet creamer. Cannot stand anything sugar-free, does not like the aftertaste of sugar-free things. Basically went from drinking no creamer at all to having just a little bit of half and half in their coffee, and then also has some collagen and other things. And also this friend, and I'll just call this friend Sally, okay? This friend Sally basically started doing all sorts of research on what types of foods they should be eating, what supplements they should be taking, and basically literally changed their life overnight. And I was shocked. And of course I've been there as his total support. I said, hey, let me know how I can support you, you know, and I said, hey, you're looking fantastic, you're doing great, you know, all that kind of stuff, because I want to make sure I'm a good support. And, you know, I'm like, wow, I said, you've made so many positive and wonderful changes. And this is what Sally said to me. Sally said, you know what? Even if you don't want to, sometimes in life, you just have to do the hard thing. You have to make a radical change. And so Sally does not want to be on all these medications, all right? And Sally was told, hey, if you make some radical lifestyle changes, you probably won't have to be on medications, or not for very long. And so I was very pleased to hear about this. Sally's already, you know, been making these changes over a period of time. And now because of all these changes, I don't know, because I don't discuss her personal medical life with her, I know that she's not having to be on as many medications as they wanted her to be on, and that she's kind of being weaned off them because of the lifestyle changes. She's actually started an exercise program. She drinks coffee with a little bit of half and half and collagen and some other things. She's also eating, you know, watches and counts her sugar grams and carbs and makes sure that she's, you know, staying below that. So she also has been doing a lot of research. And I was just really surprised, because this particular friend of mine just really enjoyed eating, like I said, a lot of desserts, and enjoyed her coffee with the creamer. And, you know, she was a little bit overweight, but nothing major, but she did really enjoy all that stuff. But when she had been to the doctor and she said, you know, I should probably go. And she went, found out some things, because she was having some symptoms that were kind of uncomfortable and wanted to make sure she was okay. I forgot to mention that. And when she went, she discovered, you know what? I really need to make some of these changes. But she went overnight. And I know this kind of got me thinking about myself. I know a lot of times in life, with whatever I do, whether it's financial, health, I always take little baby steps. But sometimes people don't do that. And I have another example. My mother, back in the 70s, many people smoked, as you know. My parents smoked. This was the very early 70s. And when my mother went to the doctor, they told her she had the early beginning stages of emphysema. Guess what? She never smoked another cigarette again. She gave it up completely. And there are people that, if you know, in their life, whether it could be health, financial, personal, job, You know, there's people that are like, I don't like this job anymore, and they just walk out. Sometimes people just say, I'm moving, and they just move, and they don't even think about it. They're like, I want to change, I want it now. I don't want to do all these baby steps and things like that. And it kind of got me thinking, you know what? A lot of times, I know me, I like comfort now, but the problem is, if you like comfort now, you end up paying for it later. So basically, if you know, sometimes you have to choose your hard. Do you want to do the hard thing now and benefit from the health or financial benefits later? Or do you want to do easy now and have to handle the hard stuff later? That's what it's all about. Let me know. Let me ask you guys this question. Have you in your life had something where you had to go hardcore, make a change drastically, and you didn't get to baby step it and take it easy? You had to do something drastic. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. That's all I have to say for now. I love you, I appreciate you, and I hope to see you on the next video. Bye, everybody.